Hello and welcome to another episode of Physics for Scientists and Engineers with Sir R Squared. In this video, we're going to discuss about Newton's laws of motion, sample problems. We are referencing Physics for Scientists and Engineers with Modern Physics, 9th edition by Survey and Dewey.
Disclaimer: ang bidyong ito ay ginawa ng may akda upang magamit sa pagtuturo ng agham at maging sandigan ng mga mag-aaral sa kanilang pag-aaral ng physics. Ang bidyong ito ay maaaring mai-download ng walang bayad or for free sa www.youtube.com. Anuman pong maling paggamit sa bidyong ito maliban sa nasasaad sa itaas ay hindi po responsibilidad ng may akda. This video is not regulated by the institution. Any flaws in this video is at author's imperfection. Bagamat ang course syllabus is regulated, supervised, and monitored by the institution, kung saan ang mga contents ng bidyong ito ay nakabase, partikular po sa bidyong ito ay hindi na po regulated ng institution at nagsisilbing isang audio-visual material na lamang ng isang guro.
Okay, we are given a system that is loaded as shown. We have a symmetrical loading of 4 Newton on the opposite sides, and we have 5 Newton in the middle. Now, we are asked to find the angle beta above here. Okay, so we can solve this in two ways, both of which ay ating pong gagawin para kayo na po ang bahala kung saan po kayo madadalian. So let us try trigonometry and physics first, and after that, we will solve this using physics alone. Ano? I-try po natin i-apply dito yung ating vector analysis. But before that, let us try to define. This one is tension 1, this one is tension 2, and this one is tension 3. Okay. Of course, tension 1 will be having a magnitude of 4 Newton. Tension 2 will also have a magnitude of 4 Newton in here. It will be transferred here. Okay. So therefore, if we try to project it here, this will be our tension 2, and this will be our tension 1. All right. So that is our tension 1, both of which is equal to 4 newtons. This is equal to 4 newtons. And of course, we will be having this one as our tension 3. Let us have this one as our tension 3. Okay. Pababa po yan, pero ang action po niyan, kung tutuusin, ay pataas dahil hinihila niya pong pataas itong ating 5 Newton na load. Okay? So that will be upward yung ating tension. Parang ito, no? Let us try to resolve this using our vector analysis. First off, meron po tayong T1. From here, we have T1 going in this direction. T1 is equal to 4 Newton. And then, we have T2 going in this direction. Okay. That is also, T2 is also 4 Newton. And ang ginagawa po natin ay triangle method or yung polygon method, head-to-tail ang connection. If that is the connection, we will be having a resultant force that is from tail of the first to the head of the second. Basically, that is correct because ito nga po, yung tension 3 ay hinihila niyang pataas itong 5 Newton na to. No? This will be tension 3 and that will be equal to 5 Newton. All right. So that will be our free body diagram. Ano? Now, let us try to call this one as angle phi. Okay, phi. If that is angle phi here, so tawagin po natin itong alpha. Okay. Let us try to call this angle alpha. Okay. If this is alpha, this is also alpha. Okay. Because we have a case of isosceles triangle here, wherein the two sides of our triangle is equal. Therefore, the two interior angle is also equal. If this is alpha, this is also alpha, and this is P. Okay, now, let us try to resolve. What is unknown? We apply cosine law, and let us call this as our C. This is our A, and this is our B. We say C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine of C. Therefore, if we try to evaluate this, we will have here 5 squared is equal to 4 squared plus 4 squared minus 2 times 4 cosine of P. Therefore, 25 minus 32, 16 minus 16. Ganyan po mangyayari. All over 16 times 2 negative 32, and that will be equal to cosine of P. Okay, so let us provide space here. So cosine of P, wait a minute, that will be P. This is cosine of P. So cosine of P is equal to, that will be negative 7 over negative 32. And that is 7 over 32. Let me try to grab a calculator. 0.21875. So this is 0.21875. Therefore, phi is equal to the arc cosine of 0.21875. And that will be equal to inverse cosine of the answer, 77.36. 77.36, 3 decimal places, 4 degrees. So that is our phi. Now, if that is our phi, and we know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180. So ano po ang sasabihin natin? 180 and then minus 77.364. Ito po yan. Okay, I'm referring to this triangle. Okay. So this is P, this is alpha, this is alpha. So 180 minus 77.364 is equal to twice the alpha. Okay. So ganyan po ang lalabas. Therefore, alpha is equal to 180 minus 77.364 all over 2. So alpha will be equal to how much? That will be 51.317. This will be our alpha. Now, if we try to look at this P here pertains to this one. But we are looking for beta. What can you say about alpha here? Okay, let us try to illustrate. If we consider it here as alpha, and this is T2, it means that this one is alpha. Okay, this one is alpha. And if this is alpha, therefore this one here also is alpha. Okay. And if I try to drop a vertical line here, okay, so therefore, what we're having here, if because of symmetry, if this is alpha here, this one becomes alpha also, because that is alternate interior angle. If we try to illustrate here, dito sa baba, no, we are having here T1, and that projects to an alpha here. The alpha will be here. This is alpha. And if we try to drop a vertical line here, if that is alpha, this is also alpha. Okay. So therefore, I can say that beta over 2 is equal to alpha. This is beta over 2 also because of symmetry. So if this is alpha and this is alpha, beta therefore is equal to what? Beta will be equal to 2 times alpha. Therefore, beta is equal to 2 times alpha. And that will be 2 times 51.3178. Beta is equal to, let me try to grab a calculator. So that will be 51.317 times 2, and that will be 102.6356. So this will be our beta. And this will be our answer. So in the next slide, ipapakita po natin kung paano natin po ito isosolve using physics alone. Okay. Okay, let us have an alternative solution. Let us use physics, pure physics, to solve this problem. Now, we have here beta, and we are given these types of loading. Of course, this one will have a tension T1 for Newton. This T2 here will be equal to 4 Newton. It will be projected somewhere here. Ganyan pa rin, ano? This one will have T2, okay? T2, that is 4 Newton. And let us say that this is T1. T1, that is also 4 Newton. Okay. If we drop a vertical line here, okay, kunwari vertical line po yan, this beta here, because of symmetry, because this is 4 and this is 4, we are symmetric, we can say that this one is beta over 2 and this one is beta over 2. Isn't that all right? If that is beta over 2, let me try to draw that one up here. So this is beta over 2. So this one will be beta over 2 also. And this will be your T sub 1. Okay. Your T sub 1 will be 4 Newton. Yeah. Of course, that will be having components. Okay, let us try to draw the components. It will have a horizontal component of T1x, T1y, something like this. T1y. Okay. If this is beta over 2 and this is T1 and this is T1y, we say that T1y is equal to T1 cosine of beta over 2. All right. That is our T1y. Same thing here. Let us try T2. Let us try to evaluate T2 here in this side. If we have here T2 and we say that this is T2 for Newton, it will be having a component like this. So we will have T2x going to the left and T2y going upward. All right. That is T2y. Now, if this is B over 2 here, ito, it follows that this one here is B over 2. Okay. What can you say about T2y? T2y will be equal to T2 cosine of B over 2. That beta over 2. All right. Beta, not B. Okay? Sige po. Let us try to consider this one. We consider this FBD, we have here, and then we have here, attention, okay, and then we have here a downward. Let us assume that this is downward, T3. And that T3 is equal to 5 newtons. Exactly. Wala po siyang horizontal component. Of course, this will be your T2 and this will be your T1. Let us try to sum up forces. We say summation of forces at Y is equal to 0 upward to be positive. What are the forces acting upward? That will be T1Y plus T2Y minus 5. We assume that 5 is going downward, and that is equal to 0. All right. So that is 0. But what is T1Y? T1Y is equal to T1 cosine of beta over 2 plus T2Y. What is T2Y? T2 cosine of beta over 2. And that will be equal to 5. We transpose this to the other side of the equation and that becomes positive 5. But T1 is equal to T2. Tama po ba? T1 is equal to T2. And that is equal to actually 4. 4 newtons. Therefore, we can say 2T1 cosine beta over 2 is equal to 5. So 2 times 4 cosine beta over 2 is equal to 5. Therefore, we can say here, palit po tayo, we can say here that cosine beta over 2 is equal to, this is 8, 5 over 8. So what is 5 over 8? Let me grab the calculator. 5 over 8, that will be 0.625. So this will be beta over 2 is equal to the arc cosine of 0.625. And what is the arc cosine of that? Arc cosine of 51.317. So beta over 2 is equal to 51.3178. Yan, 3178 degrees. Therefore, if that is beta over 2, we just cross multiply and say beta is equal to 2 times 51.3178, and let us multiply that by 2, 102.635. Beta is equal to 102.635. There you have it. Your two solution, yung una using cosine law, at dito po using physics. Okay? We arrive at the same answer, 102.635. Okay, I leave that decision to you kung saan po kayo mas madadalian, yun po ang inyong gawin. For ease of uploading, we shall terminate our discussion and be back with another video presentation for more sample problems on Newton's laws of motion. At sa wakas ng lahat ng bagay, ibalik po natin ang lahat ng parangal at papuri sa Diyos Amang makapangyarihan sa lahat, kasama ni Jesucristo at ng Espiritu Santong naghahari noon, ngayon at magpakailanman, magpasawalang hanggan. Amen. To God be the glory.